This is Barnstable Today for Monday, February 23rd. Welcome aboard. I'm Mark Mumford. And please keep in mind that the meetings we focus on are available on demand at the town's website, town.barnstable.ma.us.
The weather remains chilly, but there is plenty of heat being generated by the proposal to build a 5-story hotel near the airport.
At the most recent Planning Board subcommittee meeting dedicated to the Hilton Garden Inn proposal, abutter John Doherty, whose home would be adjacent to the 5-story Hilton Garden Inn, spoke out about the proposed location and its relationship to the growth incentive zone.
The 130-room hotel would be built on Route 28 in Hyannis, just a couple of blocks east of Barnstable Municipal Airport.
By email, that would be great, then we can make sure everybody gets it.
Okay, any more comments from the people that are here, from the public?
Yes, I'd like to comment just again about the whole project is in the GIZ. The GIZ is about protecting the quality of life for people who live in there, helping Main Street revitalize and do all that. I've been studying the GIZ application. Within it, it shows on page 85 all the transit bus routes, none of which go in that area, so a bus stop really doesn't help. Shows the RTA shuttles, again, just to show there's no shuttles in the area. And it shows sidewalks. There's absolutely no sidewalks anywhere near the area. And then the wastewater existing infrastructure really doesn't go that far. Within the GIZ, they got some proposed wastewater treatment that if the project was sited down where it is conforming to the zoning, they could maybe even help out with some of that treatment that's in the GIZ. Again, the GIZ, in studying that, kind of says that there are some other parcels out there that this could be recited to. I understand the developer may not own those at this time, but within the GIZ, it looks like a good plan, and 5 years into the plan of the GIZ, I think it would be very unfortunate for the GIZ and the future of Hyannis.
Developer Stu Bornstein reacted to the latest round of criticism.
I just want to make an interesting comment that the average hotel on the Cape, the youngest hotel on the Cape, was 44 years old. The industry standard is after 25 years, you usually demolish and start over again. We got the oldest stock of hotels in any resort area I know in New England. The oldest stock. They're obsolete, and the town is building a lot of good things, skating rinks, airports, but we got no place to house them. And guess what? They'll go down to Plymouth, where Plymouth is building hundreds and hundreds of rooms every year to add to their stock so they can keep tourists there. You know, we really got a problem here. There's no place to house tourists. They will not stay in 80% of the rooms down here. They're just so substandard.
You mean in Hyannis or Yarmouth? Or?
Hyannis, Yarmouth is building a new hotel, and we're going to lose. That's going to be a big impact. You're going to lose that revenue. Each person that takes a hotel room probably generates in taxes to the town $5 or $6 a room alone, plus the dinners, plus the food, plus the shopping. And we're losing thousands and thousands. If you figure out how many rooms a year that you don't have to rent, they're just not coming here. They really are. We have a real death of a problem here.
The full planning board meets this evening in Town Hall, and the Hilton Garden Inn is on their agenda once again. You can catch that session live on Barnstable's Channel 18, and it will then be available on demand at the town's website, town.barnstable.ma.us.
Meanwhile, for those of you interested in community development block grants, there is an opportunity at a public meeting and workshop coming up on Wednesday afternoon here in Town Hall.
Kathleen Gerard, Community and Economic Development Coordinator for the CDBG program, provides the details.
CDBG stands for the Community Development Block Grant Program. It's a federal grant from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. The primary purpose of the block grant is to benefit our low and moderate income residents by offering assistance for housing and community development projects.
Who administers this fund?
The Growth Management Department is charged with overseeing the administration of the block grant program and facilitating the public process. The broad scope of functions in the department are perfect to administer the grant.
And what are the goals of the CDBG program?
Well, the town established goals, and it's a very public process, including resident and agency surveys, for a 5-year plan that runs from July 1st, 2005 through June 30th, 2010. The number one goal that was identified was the need to increase the number of affordable housing opportunities in our town. Other goals included improving access for people with limited mobility, increasing permanent supportive housing for at-risk populations, with the priority for those at risk for homelessness and those with disabilities. Other goals are to increase job opportunities for low and moderate income persons, revitalize downtown Hyannis, and preserve some of our historic places in the town.
What accomplishments has the town made towards meeting these goals?
Well, as of September 9, 2008, we accomplished 6.8% of our 10% affordable housing goal. On top of that, 11 public facilities received ADA-compliant handicap access improvements, and of those, 3 of them were for housing, so they're making housing units accessible as well. 3 public services were funded to benefit our at-risk populations. 2 projects are currently underway to increase job opportunities for our low and moderate income persons. And we have 2 preservation historic preservation projects. And this is a new category, new eligible activity under the program in the past couple of years. 1 has been completed. We have 1 underway. And there's a 3rd that's underway that's counting as a job creation project, but it's also a really historic site that's being preserved at the same time. And then for the downtown revitalization projects, those fall under the categories of creating affordable housing, ADA access, and historic preservation. And hopefully folks out there have seen a great improvement to downtown Hyannis.
Kathleen, so what is the purpose of your visit today?
Well, the town is in the process of developing their annual action plan that starts July 1st, 2009 and goes through June 30th, 2010. And as part of the process, we are seeking public comments from our residents and agencies serving our low and moderate income residents on what the housing and community development priorities are for the town. We are holding a public meeting February 25th at 4 p.m. in the Growth Management Conference Room. The room is handicap accessible, and interpretive services and other accommodations, if other accommodations are needed, people should contact me at 508-862-4702 before the meeting so I can arrange to meet those needs.
Kathleen, how can Barnstable residents and agencies servicing Barnstable residents participate?
Well, the best way for people to participate is to attend our public meeting on February 25th at 4 p.m. in the Growth Management Conference Room. In addition to collecting comments on what our priorities should be, I will also be available to provide technical assistance for anyone interested in submitting applications and with the application process. So it'd be great. I'd like to encourage residents, agencies servicing our low and moderate income residents, and also applicants who are interested in applying for funds to attend this meeting. For those that are not able to attend the meeting for any reason, we are accepting written comments through March 15th, 4 p.m. And the best way to do that is send them to me directly. My name is Kathleen Gerard, a Community and Economic Development Coordinator, and at the Growth Management Department, 367 Main Street, 3rd floor, Hyannis, Mass. 02601. And I will also accept any emails, comments by email. And if they could just please put in the subject line CDBG public comment and send it to my email. And it's my first name, Kathleen.Gerard@town.barnstable.ma.us. And just in case people don't catch that, the public notice is on the website.
The CDBG public meeting and workshop is set for Wednesday afternoon at 4 o'clock in the Growth Management Conference Room on the 3rd floor of Town Hall.
Meanwhile, the only meeting on the town's schedule tonight is the one we mentioned earlier in the program, with the Planning Board meeting in the hearing room at 7 o'clock.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm Kevin Friel.
We'll meet you right back here tomorrow. I'm Mark Mumford.